It's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Seattle Seahawks and the Arizona Cardinals. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's Walker to start the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, remember, these two teams met in Glendale earlier in the season with the Cards coming out on top. So a win here in Arizona would give them the season sweep.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes it's just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
On the move to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. We're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Now Luck.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football.
It's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Meanwhile, Murray's throw here into the hands of Moore.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Six yards left on 2nd down.
Here's Murray.
On the slant, DeAndre Hopkins. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. That's a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
On 3rd down, Matson, and he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. And 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Bradley Chubb in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Coming off of a Pro Bowl season 2020, many of us were stunned when Bradley Chubb had 0 sacks in 2021. That did come in only a 7-game season due to injuries. Cause for some concern, but he also had 19.5 sacks in his first 2 years as a full-time starter.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 23 yards, the final tally.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great.
And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there, with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cards take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Prater for the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Sticking with Walker on second down. They'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Lock on third down.
He completes this to Walker.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
Now a first down throw. Lock. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Now Prater to add the PAT. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Luck looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Walker. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. The power move there couldn't buy him much space.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
He's got his tight end Fant, and he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. The 21 yards there as they convert on third.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And he's got some space here.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
This is the tight end Fant. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick 6 just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
To the right side, this is Walker.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having 2 hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. There's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Murray back near his goal line. He's going deep for Brown. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27. It's so easy to focus on the speed and elusiveness of Kyler Murray, but as he shows right there, don't sleep on the arm strength. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. He'll buy some time right. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quay Walker. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. Oh, he's got some breathing room. A big play there on the catch and run. 48 yards.
Well, and this is where quarterbacks' passing numbers sometimes get a little bit more inflated than they should, because this is a short little pass, but it goes for big yardage. From the gun, it's Walker.
And he is going to lose yardage here. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Luck now to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now a play fake, and it's Locke.
Noah Fant with a catch on the crossing route.
And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 32-yard line. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
To throw on 2nd down is Locke. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a 2nd half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game. So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55. But you'll see it just conk off that upright. And they're denied a chance at 3 points.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder coming up in a couple of minutes' time. We'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman, the coach in our EA Sports studios. They'll have a look back at the next-gen stats from this first half of action. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down.
Boy, that completion comes with a high degree of difficulty, especially on the catch. Had to look that one in one-handed, able to do so, and ends up picking up a first down as well.
That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins, his third touchdown now on the year.
And the Cardinals take a 3-touchdown lead.
Extra point good by Prater. And it's now 21-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Play action, it's Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that'll lead here to a third down. Here's Locke.
This one incomplete. Probably should have been picked. A little nonchalant with the throw to the safety valve, but it's fourth down.
On fourth down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And the Cards will take over, first and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. On play action, it's Murray. Towards the end zone for Brown. And it'll be intercepted.
And the Seahawks are going to take possession here. It's a touchback. Take over at the 20-yard line. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Cards are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
A final shot before half from Murray. He's going deep for Brown. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Justin Reed. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
On 2nd and 9, Murray. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And some space here. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. On first down, Matson. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Play action. Now it's Murray. Delivers on the crosser to McBride. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 42. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Murray going to throw. This is caught. It's Brown. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being touchdown.
Trey McBride from 21 yards away. And the Cardinals take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Prater for the extra point. And that makes the score 28-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This taken in at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Luck. And Walker has it.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Here's Luck. And a throw right sideline is complete. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Luck. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Noah Fant, 32 yards.
And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit.
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
And no run back here for Moore. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Then his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. After the interception, it's Luck. He finds his man, complete. That's Walker.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
To throw again on 2nd down. Luck.
Downfield throw tip, but he still got it.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
Brandon, that's just not right. You throw it over the middle into all that coverage, and the tip ball goes your way.
Dangerous, but hey, I guess the outcome worked. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Noah Fant, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game.
And the Seahawks are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Andy Lee now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. This is taken at the 10. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. They'll fake it. Now Locke. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. They'll run on 1st down. Matson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there, and I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory, and as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think he may want to keep them cranking high right here.
Murray's throw complete there to Moore. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. But that last throw, Charles, puts him over 15,000 yards passing now for his career.
And, Brandon, they're not going to stop the game and give him the game ball here, but that's still a pretty impressive number, and he's got plenty of more good football ahead of him. Although I would say the team should give him a game ball after it's all over.
Over the middle, complete. It's Hopkins. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Takes it at the 7.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
Rashad Penny on the return. The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
From the 39, Luck.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
They'll try for the first with Walker.
He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
They'll run for it. It's Walker.
And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Murray off play action.
Able to get this one to McBride. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw pulled in by Hopkins.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That one good for 16 as the drive continues. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Murray flips his forward on a jet sweep. And he stopped immediately there.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
On 2nd down, Matson. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Murray now. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Quay Walker. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Noah Fant, 47 yards. And the Seahawks have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that cuts this lead down to 13. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
On the return, Rondale Moore will bring it out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're... And this is caught at the 20. Touchdown. Marquise Brown. An 80-yard touchdown.
And the Cardinals have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter.
One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
That's caught, and he is not going to get in there. He stopped short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Locke. And now here's another interception. Jalen Thompson picks it.
And the Cards are going to take possession of the football.
And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
A 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Murray now to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Justin Reed.
And the Seahawks force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10.
What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Another try after the first down sack. Luck. And his throw is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. This is the tight end fan. And some room to roam now.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
That'll be caught. It's Tony.
Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Caught on the slant. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's second and goal. And he'll indeed get him to the line and spike it here to stop the clock.
This likely a must-have. Third and goal.
Touchdown, Seahawks.
Kadarius Toney.
A 1-yard touchdown reception.
And the Seahawks go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points.
Myers connects on the PAT. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
After what they faced during this game, where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, it has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Murray's going to look to throw this thing. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
But Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports